Welcome to DaAi Headlines of Nanasu. Thank you for joining us. Having just celebrated Buddha Day, Mother's Day, and Tzu Chi Day on Sunday, we have dedicated today's program to relevant reports. We first start by attending the celebration at Taipei's Chiang Kai-shek Memorial Hall. In the Philippines, the mayor of Marikina City, Delta Guzman, joins Tzu Chi's Buddha Day ceremony and washes his father's feet in front of 10,000 people. And we meet a group of very special mothers who spend their Mother's Day as guardians of Mother Earth. This past Sunday, May 13th, was not only Mother's Day, but also Tzu Chi's Buddha Day and Global Tzu Chi Day. Across the globe, Tzu Chi offices in 34 countries held a total of 326 ceremonies, which were attended by over 300,000 people. We now take you to the celebration at Taipei's Chiang Kai-shek Memorial Hall, where about 30,000 people participated through 3 rounds of ceremonies. The event was also attended by Dharma masters, community leaders, government officials, and foreign dignitaries.
Dharma masters from various temples in Taiwan lead Tzu Chi's Buddha Day ceremony at Taipei's Chiang Kai-shek Memorial Hall by first chanting the incense praise. Over 10,000 Tzu Chi volunteers from all walks of life form Bodhi leaf and lotus flower patterns to symbolize that a pure land on earth can only be achieved through self-discipline.
Thank the Buddha for bringing the Dharma to the world, so that all sentient beings may have a chance to attain nirvana.
It is already evening by the second round of the ceremony. However, participants still remain devoted to the ritual, hoping to get closer to the Buddha by cleansing themselves.
Society is in turmoil now. To see so many people today praying so reverently together makes me feel really grateful. Many of our members are participating in the ceremony. They feel that it's incredible how harmonious energy is pulled together. They've all been truly inspired.
The once-a-year Buddhist holiday is joined by many people who have also brought along their family.
I have brought my whole family today to participate in this rare opportunity to celebrate Tzu Chi Day, Buddha Day, and Mother's Day. This is very meaningful.
This is my first time participating. I had always wanted to come check it out. After seeing this, I think the ceremony is very stately and magnificent.
Among the some 30,000 participants at the CKS Memorial Hall are government officials and foreign dignitaries. Though some may require an interpreter's service, it's not difficult to grasp that love is universal.
In the end, even though I'm from a different religion and different country, I think the message is the same all over. In the end, it's about love and respect, and I do encourage people to find out more about other religions and what they have to offer.
While the experience is new for most of the foreign guests, it is not true of Paraguay Ambassador Carlos Martinez Reyes-Diaz.
In my country, Paraguay have a Foundation Tzu Chi too, and I participated with the ceremony in Paraguay the last year. Now I participate here in Taiwan.
About 200 Dharma masters from some 50 temples in Taiwan also took the rare opportunity to help the public see the beauty of Buddhism.
We began with the incense praise and the opening sutra. I think we will get better each time and slowly introduce the public to Buddhism.
Each step of the ceremony is practiced reverently and humbly as participants take in the Buddha's teaching. Dharma masters remind people to cleanse their spirits with Dharma water, which is the true meaning of Buddha Day.
With more people participating in the ceremony, society will be inspired to grow. As the goodness of everyone combines, disasters will be pacified. It will bring harmony to the world and peace to people, as if Buddha himself were reborn.
For some of the Dharma masters from Tibet, this is their first Tzu Chi Buddha Day ceremony, and they were touched by what they saw.
The solemn and pure ceremony emanating warmth is seldom seen. I think this is something all Buddhists can learn from.
Together, people pray and reevaluate themselves, hoping for a more harmonious world for all living beings.
Many elements help make Tzu Chi's Buddha Day ceremony at Taipei's Chiang Kai-shek Memorial Hall on Sunday a success. What people might not have noticed was the wheatgrass normally used to decorate the venue in the past was switched to catnip this year. We tell you why.
240 crates of catnip sprouts have been brought to the Tzu Chi Humanities Center in Guangdong. They are to help decorate the Chiang Kai-shek Memorial Hall during the Buddha Day ceremony. A botanical expert, Tzu Chi volunteer Zhao Shizhen, is responsible for taking care of these plants.
At this stage, they need more sunlight, which will help them grow. But after they grow taller, we will need to move them out of the sun's way and into a darker area. This will help them maintain their green color.
In the past, wheatgrass was used to decorate the stage during the ceremony. This is the first year that catnips are used. For not only were the farmers willing to give Tzu Chi a discount this year, the plant also has many practical uses.
Farmers help us grow the catnip and then sell it to us at the price of wheatgrass. Fresh catnips are edible, and when dried, you can also feed them to cats, so the plants won't go to waste. If the catnips cannot be consumed all at once, farmers can then first set them out to dry.
Cypresses are also used to help decorate the Buddha Day ceremony. These pots of cypress are a mess after several days of rains. Volunteers spent hours to tidy them up.
Cypress is known for its strong life force and durability. They are rugged and not feeble. This type of tree is easy to care for.
After several months of hard work, the plants finally served their purpose at the Chiang Kai-shek Memorial Hall, making the Buddha Day ceremony a success.
The Philippines Tzu Chi chapter held their first large-scale Buddha Day ceremony for over 10,000 people at the Marikina Sports Stadium. As part of their celebration for Mother's Day, volunteers also organized a footbath area, with the city's mayor being one of the many to give their parents a foot spa.
Kneeling down, Marikina City Mayor Del de Guzman is giving his father a foot bath in front of over 10,000 people.
The feeling is as if I remember during my younger days when I was still a kid, and he also doing it to me that time.
I also remember the times I washed his feet when he was still a kid.
To celebrate Mother's Day and the Buddha Day, over 10,000 residents have arrived to participate in the Tzu Chi event, which also attracted the attention of local media. Despite the rain at the beginning of the ceremony, no one leaves the event. And after some 10 minutes of praying together, the rain stopped.
There's still over an hour before the Buddha Day ceremony starts, but here outside the sports stadium, there are already many people lining up. Hello, through the camera we can see how many of them want to take part in the event.
I'm just very happy that the Tzu Chi Foundation organizes such events like this.
Rice is very expensive now, so thanks to Tzu Chi for giving poor people rice.
Over 95% of the Buddha Day participants are local residents, and everyone is excited to be here for the annual Tzu Chi family gathering.
Staying in the Philippines on the day of Tzu Chi Buddha Day celebration, one of its streets in Marikina City was also officially renamed Tzu Chi Street in honor of the Buddhist NGO's contribution to the city. In the aftermath of Typhoon Katsana in 2009, we now join the renaming ceremony.
From this day on, Marikina City's Azucena streets will be known as Tzu Chi Street, as Deputy Mayor Dr. Jose Fabian Cadiz puts on the new street sign.
This is in recognition of the compassion and belief being given by Tucci Foundation here in the city of Marikina, especially during Typhoon Ondoy. However, Tucci Foundation didn't stop in helping the Filipinos.
The street was renamed after an unanimous vote by the City Council in recognition of Tzu Chi's contribution to the city, especially after Typhoon Katsana. Councillor Seraphine Bernardino was the one who proposed the road renaming.
Typhoon Katsana left many in despair, whether they were poor or wealthy. But all along the way, Tzu Chi has never ceased to offer its help to people.
While community residents came to offer congratulations, local media also expressed great interest in the Tzu Chi milestone.
Malaki ang naitulong nila.
I saw with my own two eyes how Tzu Chi provided so much help to the people who were displaced by or lost loved ones to Typhoon Katsana. Tzu Chi was the organization that threw itself into every rescue and recovery effort.
Nawala ng bahay, nabaha talagang.
Today, I'm sure itong news na
I believe what happened today is something very important for the Tzu Chi Foundation. It is an honor not only for Tzu Chi Philippines, but also for Master Zheng Yan.
not only to Tucci Philippines.
As volunteers all agree, such an honor only serves to motivate them to work even harder for the well-being of the needy in the Philippines.
Now more Tzu Chi Buddha Day celebrations overseas. In Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, 8,000 people came together at Stadium Bola Sepak to also celebrate Mother's Day and the 46th anniversary of Tzu Chi. The ceremony was opened by more than 70 religious leaders. An audience prayed for a world without disasters.
On Sunday, May 13th, over 10,000 Tzu Chi volunteers and members of the public gathered at Stadium Bola Sepak in Kuala Lumpur to carry out a special ceremony celebrating Buddha Day, Tzu Chi's 46th anniversary, and Mother's Day. As Buddha songs are played over the loudspeakers, a calm falls over the stadium. People from all walks of life are here with reverence in their hearts. First off, the ceremony is opened by more than 70 religious leaders. In 2008, volunteers here decided to move the Buddha Day ceremony outdoors. Every year since then, the amount of participants has increased, and every year the audience is moved by the majestic nature of the ceremony.
Today, volunteers celebrate Tzu Chi Day, Mother's Day, and Buddha Day all in one. Altogether, 8,000 volunteers and residents came together to create 8 different Buddha symbols, with the number 46 symbolizing the 46th year of Tzu Chi, bringing together the blessings of everyone here. A prayer is made for a world without disasters.
The stately ceremony allows every person present to feel the limitless compassion of the world-honored one.
I pray for my mother. I've been here in Kuala Lumpur for 12 years now. Every Mother's Day, I'm never around to help my mother celebrate it. I feel like I owe her. So I hope that through this opportunity, I can pray for blessings on my mother's behalf.
Although suffering from an injured foot, Lian Hua Long willingly deals with the pain in order to take part in the ceremony.
I feel like my heart has been washed clean. Participating has not been difficult.
We can commemorate the compassion of the Buddha and use his teachings to cleanse our hearts.
The Buddha Day is a chance to bless others as well as oneself, on not only this day, but for the rest of life that follows.
This year's Buddha Day ceremony in Suzhou was attended by 1,800 volunteers from Suzhou, Wuxi, Changzhou, Hangzhou, Wuhan, and other cities. Regardless of where they came from, however, participants were alike in the deep reverence they brought to the ceremony. Although the inside location was smaller than other venues around the world, it did not detract from the essence of the ceremony, which was a moving experience for all those in attendance.
礼佛祖
1,800 volunteers and residents patiently line up as they wait to enter Suzhou's Jinse Books and Cafe, the spiritual home of Tzu Chi here in Suzhou. Whether it is to celebrate Mother's Day or the Buddha Day, every participant arrives with a pure mind. Regardless of where they come from, each volunteer walks with confidence into the venue and eager to express the compassion and wisdom of the world-honored one. Today is also the 10th birthday of Wang Kaishen, and his mother has gotten him a very special present.
This is your birthday present. Every day you can put in 5 cents or even $1. When it is full, you can bring it in and the money can be used to do good deeds and help even more people, okay?
As the ceremony also celebrates Mother's Day, children old and young get a chance to express their love and appreciation for what their mothers have done for them. Thanks to the efforts of volunteers, the raft that is the Tzu Chi Dharma is primed to carry even more people. Next year, volunteers plan on moving the ceremony outside and are confident that in doing so, even more residents can learn of the beauty of the Buddha and the day that celebrates his birth. We now take you to Australia to check out Tzu Chi's Buddha Day ceremony in Sydney, Perth and Brisbane. In Sydney, the ceremony was held at Guan Yin Temple in Cabramatta and also outdoor at Eastwood Plaza, where it drew passers-by who made donations to Tzu Chi. But first to the celebration in Brisbane.
Through a sign language performance, Brisbane Tzu Chings expressed their gratitude towards all parents. Here at the Brisbane Tzu Chi Chapter House, the Buddha Day ceremony is joined by a Catholic man who brought along his paralyzed son.
So how do you feel about today? Very nice.
Also at the Tzu Chi Academy in Brisbane, the Buddha Day ceremony is held along with Mother's Day celebrations. To express their gratitude towards their parents, the students decorated the wall with thank you cards.
哇，好漂亮哦！要写给妈妈的啊？
那是写给谁的？
妈妈。妈妈。
为什么要写给妈妈？
因为我妈妈给我按。
Along with Buddha Day ceremony, volunteers also organize a fundraiser to help others in need.
A lot of parents are attending the Buddha Day event, so we're using this opportunity to hold a fundraiser. The money collected will go towards charity.
Meanwhile, in Melbourne, during the Buddha Day celebration at the Tzu Chi Liaison Office, volunteers are joined by 3 women from Turkey who were touched by the ceremony. To reduce their carbon footprint, a group of Tzu Chings traveled together to the venue by train. To celebrate Mother's Day, students from Tzu Chi Academy in Perth also put on a sign language performance for their parents and later pair up with them in parent-child activities. Through the games, parents and children are brought closer together. For many, this will be a memorable Mother's Day. The Buddha Day ceremony also took place in 2 places in Sydney. Preparation for the celebrations has to start from scratch. Volunteers couple Liu Guoming and Ye Lili worked till late to make the posters for the Wagga Wagga relief distribution.
可能要换一种字体，然后呢，标题要稍微大一点。
Regardless of the busy work, the two give happily. On the day before the Buddha Day, Sydney Tzu Chings also prepare Mother's Day gifts for the volunteers. One of the 2 Tzu Chi Buddha Day events in Sydney is held in Eastwood Plaza. The posters inspire a local residents to make a donation.
I want to help others too, just like how Tzu Chi helps others unconditionally.
Everyone at the Buddha Day ceremony is deeply moved by the event. Sydney Tzu Chi volunteers also put together a Buddha Day event at Guan Yin Temple in Cabramatta for the 4th year in a row. Since this area has the largest Buddhist population, each year more and more local residents come to participate. This year, the volunteers at the temple also helped set up the venue. Mrs. Xu, who just had a surgery on her hands, happily takes on the responsibility of sewing the tablecloths for the ceremony. Architect Mr. Feng also comes to the venue to help set up the altar. With constant effort, Tzu Chi volunteers around Australia ensure that every Buddha Day ceremony is a success.
The second Sunday of May is Mother's Day, and many celebrate it by taking their moms out to dinner. However, doing what they do on any other day, a group of mothers in Kaohsiung's DaAi district spend the day sorting recyclables. Over the past 2 years, the group of recycling volunteers went from 4 to nearly the whole neighborhood, who are now all devoting themselves happily and unconditionally to conservation work.
Seeing Tzu Chi volunteer Liao Gui Ying coming out of her house, moms and grandmas from the neighborhood grab a stall and all gather in front of the convenience store to help sort recyclables.
Once I brought some vegetables here, we were going to use it for our large-scale environmental event. As soon as I sat down, a group of people came to help me, and we got the ingredients prepared very quickly.
She brought the vegetables, and seeing many of us here in the speedy work we do, she said she will bring some plastic bags for us to sort.
At DaAi District Sanlong Borough recycling points, come rain or shine, everyone uses the time after taking their children to school or before cooking meals to come together to sort plastic bags.
I said yes right at the beginning because we all have quite a lot of free time. To be able to sort plastic bags and do recycling work will prevent us from falling asleep.
My grandchildren have grown up, and I only need to go home before lunch and dinner to cook. If I come early, I can do recycling work till the afternoon.
Halfway through the interview with the DaAi TV reporter, rain starts to fall, but the group of recycling volunteers simply moves themselves under the shade and happily continues their work.
If there is sunshine, we'll sort the plastic bags there. A day like today where there is no sun, we move over there. If it rains, we'll move around. The weather doesn't influence us.
Everyone cuts the bags carefully, and we are very happy. Our children are happy for us and support us too.
Working together to safeguard the planet, each and every mother and grandma are not only role models at home, but are also setting a great example for the future generations on how to conserve our planet's resources.
To help children understand the hardships their mothers endure during pregnancy, Tzu Chi Kindergarten in Malaysia's Johor Bahru has put together a special course. We'll check out the class at the end of today's program. Thank you for watching DaAi Headlines. Goodbye.